Maybe you're one of those backpackers that's intrigued by the concept of ultralight, but you're not quite ready to make the plunge. Maybe you want something with a bit more support, able to carry slightly heavier loads more comfortably than, say, a frameless ultralight pack. After all, if you have more traditional gear, it probably weighs quite a bit more than a slimmed down UL kit. Well, today we're taking a look at what might just be the perfect backpack for your journey toward ultralight. The Deuter Aircontact Ultra 40 Plus 5. First, let's talk about the things I didn't really care for, starting with the stretchy pockets, which were a little bit irritating to use, including the front stash pocket and the side water bottle pockets. I appreciate that those stretchy pockets exist, but when the pack is full, they are very tight, meaning it's difficult to stuff anything other than, say, a rain jacket into the pockets. It was a tight squeeze, just sliding in my Luna sandals in the front pocket, and nearly impossible to get a 32-ounce Nalgene into the side pocket while wearing the backpack. A smaller water bottle is a bit easier, but still pretty difficult. I appreciate all the attachment points, which make it easy to lash things to the outside of the bag, add on bungees for wet clothes to dry, etc., and customizing the placement of the compression straps and closure buckles. Speaking of which, I would be tempted to simply remove the compression straps on the side of the pack. They are the type that go around the water bottle pocket, meaning they're absolutely useless if you have to compress your pack a bit and want to use the water bottle pocket. You could reroute them a bit, but you would lose some functionality. I wasn't a huge fan of the adjustable sternum strap either. It's there and it's functional, but it's a little tricky to remove. It's almost as if they put it on upside down, especially once you're already wearing the pack. They're pretty tight, slide on and off clips, but maybe I am being a bit unfair because honestly, once you get the pack fitted to your body type and size, chances are you're not going to need to remove and relocate those again, as long as you're not sharing your pack with a friend or family member that is. They're not endlessly adjustable slide rails, which I tend to prefer for the extended versatility, and easier to dial and fit, but these do the trick. But that's pretty much all I didn't like about this pack. There was plenty more I definitely appreciated, starting with the fact that the whole lid is completely removable. And not removable in the way that some packs allow you to remove the lid, but then there's really no solution for covering up the opening at the top, or the solution is to add a massive amount of fabric over the top. On the contrary, if you take the lid off and cinch the main opening closed, there's this cute little fabric flap fitted with a snap that covers the teeny hole that's left, which is perfectly suitable for keeping out any debris or light moisture from the inside of the bag. And speaking of moisture, it also has a PFAS-free DWR coating. If you do leave the lid on, there's a nice spacious pocket in it, which I always appreciate in a backpack. It's a great place to stash extra snacks, a first aid kit, headlamp, etc. And there's plenty of room in there for all that stuff and more. The main compartment has a sleeve and hanger for a hydration reservoir, and there's an output in the middle top of the back of the pack so that you can route the hose whichever direction you prefer. Speaking of places to stash things, there are also nice big pockets on the hip belt. Now, I will say that they are located pretty far back on your hips, but I did like how much room there was inside to stick snacks, trash, hand sanitizer, sunscreen, whatever. And there's one on each hip, so plenty of space. But let's talk about the harness and back panel for a sec. The pack is called the Aircontact, so it reasons that it would be a bit more breathable than maybe some of Deuter's other options. There's certainly more mesh and breathable padding on either side of the spine, which is a nice open space to encourage ventilation along the spine. The big padded lumbar support is a bit less breathable, but it is comfortable. And the whole thing is fairly easy to adjust to really dial in the right fit for your body. Just pull the top of the back panel out and adjust the carabiners for your desired strap height. The straps themselves are only minimally padded, but I didn't have a problem with that. They aren't super wide, which I like because they tend to sit on narrow shoulders better. And they're made of flexible materials, so they didn't feel stiff or like I needed to break them in. The pack even comes complete with load lifters, a must if you're trying to load this pack to its weight limit. What I am missing from the straps is routing for the hydration hose. There are these little tiny loops on the straps, but unless your hydration hose is fully removable from the reservoir and you are able to route the hose through separately, it's not terribly useful. By which I mean you can't fit a mouthpiece through these tiny loops. Routing isn't completely necessary on a pack, of course, but I find it super useful at keeping unruly rubber hoses in place when you're taking the pack on and off. Basically, this is a solid pack that fits right between overbuilt heavy backpacks like the Mystery Ranch packs we reviewed in the past, and ultralight packs like the Light AF or Gossamer Gear Gorilla. In fact, I would put it in a similar category as the Osprey AHA Pro 55 that we reviewed a while back. Not as light, but close, and it can carry more weight. It's a lighter weight pack that can still carry moderately heavy loads, but for less weight, all while maintaining the comfortable carry that you expect from a fully framed backpack. As in, it's comfortable, helps you distribute heavy loads better on multiple long days, and can carry more than a typical ultralight pack. Honestly, I'd say it's for ultralighters who want a good in-between weight pack for heavier winter trips that require more gear and clothing, or those who are looking to reduce their base weight by a few pounds without committing to the whole ultralight lifestyle. Basically, it's kind of a Goldilocks bag that's going to appeal to a lot of backpackers. Would Alisha, an ultralight diehard, carry it? Well, no, but she's insane. The bag doesn't have an official carry weight rating, but I would say it could probably carry up to 40 pounds comfortably. I mean, this thing is pretty solidly built. As for sustainability, there's quite a lot going on here. For starters, Deuter has a pretty stellar lifetime warranty, and they'll repair or replace your pack for any reason if something goes wrong. They are also a fair wear leader. The pack is totally PFA free, and it's a blue sign and green button product. Green button is basically the blue sign of Germany. As a bonus, Deuter is Climate Partner certified, which means any unavoidable CO2 emissions are offset through climate action projects. We'll drop a link to the Deuter Aircontact Ultra below, and if you're in the market for a lightweight backpack, check out some of these other rad gear reviews. We've done a lot of them, yeah. Then go ahead and ring that bell, hit subscribe, it'll help ensure you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, and really helps our channel grow. And if you don't want to miss any other gear reviews or destination highlights, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Terradrift, and at terradrift.com, where you can sign up for our newsletter. We also round up the best sales and discounts and drop them in that email, so be sure to subscribe to that. Now get out there, shoulder that ultralight pack, or almost ultralight pack, and wander on.